I can't hear you.
Hey, what's up, party people? This is Ali. Writers. That's not what it's called anymore. The ideaPRTY podcast. This is Justin Reighard over here on this side.
Hey, everybody.
Our fantastic guest today. Yeah, we actually went to high school together, and maybe
we did.
Preschool. No, not middle school. I don't know. High school for sure. And then we also went to college together.
We did go to college together.
Yeah, we had some fun times there.
We did have some fun times.
Yeah, so you also have your own podcast called Alcoholics Autonomous.
Yes, sir.
That you host with your friend, and yeah, so you know what we do here. We are a podcast about creators being creative. We come up with a movie, TV show, or product, and what you guys do on your side is drink and talk about cool things.
All the things, Ali.
Like literally everything. I
things.
love your podcast because you never know what you're going to watch when you're watching your podcast.
That's true.
It's good to have you here, man. Thanks for joining us.
Cool, man. No, dude, thank you for having me on the show. I love what you guys are doing. Yeah, man, this is super exciting. Cool that we're doing this.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Yeah, I think you know the general gist of it. We're gonna come up with. I mean, you can pick either the name first or the genre first, or not the genre, but like the topic. You know, it could be either a movie, TV show, or product, and a product can be anything from a video game to roller coasters to literally like any sort of product that could either be sold or attended or anything like that.
Okay.
And then a movie or TV show could be anything from movie or TV. Right. And then we go from there. Once we have like the jumping off points that I'm going to give you, you can choose, and we're off.
Okay.
So do you want to hear the titles first, or do you want to pick a genre or whatever first?
Well, I was going to say, I talked to RC last week or earlier in the week. Where is that guy, by the way?
I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay.
Fascinating.
Okay. But I talked to him. I asked him if I should prepare, anything before we do the show, and he said to watch last week's show, which I watched a little bit of it.
That's okay.
I'm still
Me
working.
too.
I'm still working like 60 hours a week. It's crazy.
Nice.
Which I'm thankful for. But your guy on last week was like, dude, we should do a franchise.
Yeah.
But he started with a movie, and we are children from the 80s.
Yeah.
We got to push products on children then make a cartoon.
You got to make the money.
Movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I was kind of thinking maybe we'll lean product and then we'll push it on the kids and then push it on the parents and then we'll come out with a movie,
From there. Yeah.
Just really get all the money we can get.
We're going to go the other way around. I love it. Okay. We're going to go in the back end. Okay, cool. So, let's come up with I have a couple of ideas. I just wrote down 15 seconds ago. So they're not very good, but they're usually not very good. So whatever, it's okay. So I'm going to just name them off.
You guys don't have bad ideas.
No, we have ideas. We have plenty of ideas. Who knows if they're good or bad? We'll see.
I'm gonna write this down.
So you're gonna write them down. Oh shit. Okay.
I always have to write them down, otherwise I won't.
You gotta look at them. Yeah, I hear you. So the three that I have here is I have one. It's called Mugshot.
Mugshot.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I have Out of the Park.
Out of the Park.
Okay. And then I have one that's called Quick Hits.
Quick Hits.
Yeah.
And what are these things, Ali?
That's up to you, my friend. You choose. That's the beauty of our game here. What we do here is we let you run it. So, I mean, usually there's two of us to bounce ideas, but hey, it's just you and me today for right now. So, I came up with some dumb shit for you to pick one of those, and then we're gonna make either a video game or whatever you want. I mean, what do you think? When you think of those three things, what do you think of, and what do you like? What do you want to start with?
Maybe I like Mugshot because, I have some experience in that department.
Because you drink out of mugs. You drink shots. You drink shots out of mugs, right?
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, exactly. Drink out of mugs. Mug shots. Yeah. Maybe we'll lean mug shots.
See, it's.
Go ahead.
You're gonna you what?
I was actually thinking I had an idea for a high strength industrial vacuum cleaner, like a Roomba, but for people with like dogs that shed a lot.
Okay.
And then maybe we could turn it into like something you could push toward kids, like a Furby. Like maybe think of like a 2-foot walking Furby that sucks up dog hair, and then you can make a cartoon off that, and then we'll make a movie off that. and it walks and talks and
you're moving. You're going fast. I like it. Okay, so we can definitely. So you think, but does that work as a mugshot? And again, it doesn't have to be the title. It doesn't have to be the title of the thing. Like honestly, we could go with your Furby idea, and we could come up with wherever that goes. I don't know.
No, it's just something I want to throw out there. Because there is a need in the world for people that are lazy cleaners and also have dogs that shit a lot.
Oh yeah,
there's definitely a market there that we could definitely corner.
No, that's great.
You know how to build vacuums, right?
Yeah,
because that's what you went to college for. Vacuum builder.
No. You mean because I suck a lot? Yeah. I was. I was definitely.
Maybe that's okay.
Yeah, no, I just suck. I went to school not as a vacuum cleaner builder. No, that's definitely not what I was doing. But no, I have experience and I vacuum my own home. My parents own a Roomba. Shout out my parents, name drop. So they have a Roomba and my sister has a Roomba. I just don't know that I want a Roomba because I work on Westworld and most of the robots in my life they think on their own and they kind of evolve and I just don't trust.
Yeah. Especially if you put a face on it.
Which obviously you have to, right? You have to give it a personality and all that good shit.
It should probably smoke cigarettes too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's just like walking around.
Yeah. Except it'll be Febreze.
It's an incense holder. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Totally. I'm so confused. So is that is that mugshots? No. So mugshot. Actually, I think I thought of it because when we went to Europe earlier this year, we found or somebody gave us these like pastas that you put in a mug and you put a little bit of water and you boil it in the microwave and it makes like pasta in a mug. Okay. That's where I came up with like just the name because I saw that in our pantry a second ago.
European ramen essentially.
Pretty much, right? Okay. Right. Instant pasta. But it was like straight up like it's like tomato basil or something like that, like crazy. Okay. So we could definitely go with the mugshot idea, or we could do your Furby thing. So if we were to go, we could just disregard all of my dumb ideas and go with your Furby idea. No, dude, it's your show. You're here. You're the guy. I don't care. I'm just visiting. No, dude, you're running it today. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. Okay. Speaking of not supposed to be here today, I posted Clerks? This thing. Yeah, I posted Clerks earlier today. I don't know if you saw that. Our Clerks, the one we were in. Do you remember that? Shit, that's right. Yeah, we were in Clerks once. It was hilarious. In college. You were what's the name? I was. I don't remember. Yeah. I was the berserker. It was great. You were berserker, yeah. And you were Jay, and it was great because you used to have long hair. Anyways, used to have hair. Period. Used to have long. Oh yeah, that's right. You are a shaved head now. Yes. You are a shaved head. Okay. Well, all of that hair that you lost, let's put it on a Furby. Put it on a Furby. Let's sell it to kids. Okay. So this little Furby, but let's come up with a name for this guy. What's his name? Yeah, it can't be Furby because we have to. Obviously, copyright infringement. No. And, oh man, and room is already taken. Yeah, and even though Furbies suck. My sister had a Furby growing up, and it was like really creepy. Yeah, that's the crazy eyes, and they would like talk on their own for no reason. Yeah. But I mean, so okay, if you were to sell to kids, obviously this which is great. We should definitely be like having the kids help out with chores and stuff, right? So it's like, can he do anything else? Does he also mop? Like, can we have him do other stuff too? I can definitely mop. Like this is going to be sold on like. We're marketing it to children as well as the parents because it does their work for them. Yeah, and then of course, if we put them in a movie like Trolls or whatever, then all of a sudden it's like boom, like we're making Justin Timberlake on a soundtrack. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, out of the park. Oh shit! You have to take a drink, Ellie. Oh, I don't even have a drink. I have Orajel. No, we could definitely that is out of the park. So if we were to take. That's really good. Okay, so let's just go there. So if instead of it being like, it's definitely like, okay, we sucked up all this hair, right? We sucked up all this hair, and then we put it onto this. Maybe we sell you like a skeleton. Okay. And then you have to like patch on the hair, right? Is that messed up? That's messed up, isn't it? All right. Okay. Well, skeleton. I mean, because it's like. you create it yourself, right? Like you have to. It's part of like the process of making these things, and then you can choose its voice. Maybe it's like those, like when somehow on Waze, sometimes they'll like sell you extra voices, and you could be like, oh, all of a sudden Sam Jackson is the voice of the Furby that walks around your house to suck up all the
Do they have
hair.
other voices on Waze?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. There was a time where I had Cookie Monster driving me around. It was amazing.
No, you don't.
Oh, it's the best, and he's just like turn left. Yeah, it's amazing. So maybe that's the thing. We can sell other like voices, and so as it's walking around, it has Justin Timberlake. It's straight up Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick, and we can sell like franchises through it. Like we can pair up with straight up with everyone from Sesame Street to anything we can think
it can be educational.
Yes. Oh my God. And then he like tells you like, oh yeah, this is what the sound a cow makes. It's like a speak and spell. It's like a speak and spell.
Teaching everybody all kinds of shit.
Yeah. No, that's great.
The cow says.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No.
Totally. And then, so it's like it's all in one. And so maybe it sings the ABCs. It has different packs. Remember those things where you could like put in like cartridges? Maybe it's cartridges or like mini discs. Remember mini discs? Maybe we have like that kind of stuff incorporated to where we can sell more and more stuff, like
exactly.
That's the point of this.
No. Here's where we go with this. We take it to like a Fortnite level, right? Because kids love Fortnite and they like to pimp out their stuff, but you make it for the parents, maybe so that they can like, it's $1.99 to get like a program added to your Furbatron.
Oh, I love it. What's his name? Let's come up with a name.
I gotta come up with a name. Is it Mugshot?
No, I don't know.
It has an eye patch.
It has a shiv. Yeah, that's just one of the ones that you can build. You can build your own. So maybe he's got a shiv. I don't know.
Maybe it's like a Mr. Potato Head, like. Oh,
I love it. Okay, it's got. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be able to customize it, right? With all the hair that you pick up, or it's like you're driving around, you pick up a penny, you throw a penny, and it's its eye. Like I don't know. Right. Whatever you got.
It's selling in stores or on Amazon. It's fully customizable. But it talks too. It's got to talk.
Oh yeah, it talks. He definitely talks.
It smokes Febreze.
Yeah, it eats Tide Pods. It's all kinds of stuff. It does everything. So you don't have to. So it's all kinds of things that like
I forgot to eat my Tide Pod today.
I know. That's probably what threw us off. That's that's what my ideas were garbage.
Furbatron.
Furbatron. That's pretty good. We could definitely do like some sort of offshoot of a Furby, or I think we definitely call him something that like what do kids like? Like what was your favorite toy when you were a kid?
Oh, I was a Ninja Turtle guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
and you had like action figures?
Oh, of course. I had a bunch of action figures.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, and I never really became a big Power Ranger guy, but those two were definitely the main. G.I. Joes. Okay. Yeah. And what do you think like drew you to collecting, or not collecting, but like having those toys? You just wanted to have shit like beat each other up. Maybe there's two. Maybe they come in pairs. Okay.
Because like like back in the day, like it was like Crossfire, all those kind of games where you had to like build a bot. So basically like any sort of like
Robotech. Or
erector sets,
dude. Yes, I love those.
I loved erector sets. I
know you did.
Why?
Just because
Pakistani. Rude. Doesn't mean I had to grow up to be an engineer. The whole thing with just like being customizable. I think that's the big thing, right? That's the main thing, and then you can. Yeah,
and Gundams. I had this little toy set that it wasn't like a Erector set, but it was like it's kind of like Mech Warrior Connects, but you could build like Gundams and shit, like similar stuff. I had a blast with that. Anything imagination based, I was like all in.
Yeah, no, I think that's the key, right? Is being able to do something to where then you're sharing it, you're taking pictures of it, you're like, oh look what he's wearing this week. And
he's got his own Instagram. Your Furbatron.
No, that's great. Yeah.
So you can build it. The parents can help out. It's like this whole process, right? And it's entertaining. It's educational. It's helping out
totally.
around the house.
Yeah. Oh,
that's doing all the things.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and then the good thing is like, yeah, like, and then when you make the movie, they could be like all kinds of different combinations of like whatever people had lying around, like, you know, all kinds of weird stuff could be incorporated into it. And then we
go the cartoon first.
Right.
Really get the hype going, and then completely disappoint them with a bad film.
With a straight to DVD. Yeah, no, that's great. A straight to Netflix type movie. We go old school. We capture the older generation and like do like cassette tapes or laser discs or something crazy. But yeah, I mean, I think like, you know, the main thing for any sort of like, how would we market these kind of this guy? Is it the fact that like, yeah, it's fully customizable and you can do whatever you want?
Action, like the old 80s cartoons, man. It's like, oh, da, 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 da. And then you get the kids. Like the kids are like, oh, this is awesome. And then the parents are like, oh, it's also got other uses and it's educational. I'm thinking like big TV ads, man.
Yeah,
from the 80s.
Yeah, and then I mean, you know, because like within each product, it's like, oh yeah, mugshots could be little cards that come with each toy, like a stat sheet. I love it. Or like, what were those? The Garbage Pail Kids or whatever.
Garbage Pail Kids, man.
Yeah, that's great. And they have stats and stuff. Yeah, that's great.
Like every or maybe like if you go to you know, well, RIP Toys R Us, right? But a similar place where you buy toys or whatever, and you get like a pack.
Amazon, yeah,
and you get a pack with like new parts to like customize, and it comes with like a pack of cards, and it's got like the stats with it, or you know, something like that would be really cool.
Yeah. No, and then like, and I mean, obviously, like technology and everything now, you would have to like maybe scan your card with like a QR code, and then you have all your different things in here, and maybe like each one of them has different tasks. So you have the one that like vacuums, and then you have one over there that mops. And maybe they like rap together, or I don't know. I mean,
they link up.
Yeah,
they Bluetooth sync up.
Oh
they
yeah,
could, like serenade and dance together.
Like, see, this is a better toy than the BB-8 that rolled around for no reason. Oh yes, oh my God, that's great. Who doesn't love karaoke?
Karaoke.
That's great.
And they can dance together when you have parties. You know, socially distancing, of course.
Yeah, but they got to dance together.
They got to dance,
spin around each other, and do all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, Oh, I love it. Yeah, because I think this is like a better use of a toy than like the R2D2. Well, any of those robots that you buy, like the BB-8 that came out a few years ago that rolled around and rotated and did his own thing. But imagine if he was like covered in sticky something and like that. Remember those like slap hands? Like he was covered in that stuff so that he could roll around your house and collect all the garbage.
Dude, Christian got on Amazon and bought like a whole pack of sticky hands for the office.
Oh,
this is of course before COVID, so we had like sticky hand wars like all the time.
That's fantastic.
Those things are awesome. I love sticky hands, man.
Yeah, because you would throw it and grab somebody's paper off their desk and be like,
oh, all the time. Yeah, fuck you.
Or that guy that would like start this way and then he would roll down things with like the sticky hands like this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those too.
But yeah, so I mean, I think we're in a good spot to take a quick segue into learning a little bit more about you. So we're gonna take a pause. I think we have a good idea of what these guys are and what they do. Sticky hands. Remember those things?
Yeah.
So we can let's take a little break. Let's talk about you. So Justin,
yes, sir.
You host Alcoholics Anonymous, the podcast.
Yes.
What inspired you to do that? And like, why?
There was well, man, I talk all day for a living, so it's like, well, I'll just keep doing it, I guess. There's a radio show here in Houston, 97.5, and they do it's 4 to 7 every day. And these guys, it was really cool the way they ran their show, and they would just get on and like they're a sports show, but they would talk about everything. And it was just like, man, that's really cool that they can just get on with their buddy and just talk all day. And it's like, well, maybe we should do a podcast or something. And then my buddy and I, we started to get together like pretty much every Tuesday night, and we'd have a couple beers or what have you. And, throughout the week, we'd look at, what was going on in the world, just opinions we had. We'd put, top fives together. We also make a little education, although we're not factual. I tell people, hey, man, don't quote us. But
you make shit up.
We make shit up a lot of the time. Yeah. And that's like, being creative and writing is like one of my passions of all time. So this gives me an outlet for that. And I also get to drink beer with my friend and talk shit about stuff. So you guys definitely tune in. I really think you'll like the show. It's
a great show. I mean, and that's the thing is like you never know what random fact or not fact, I guess you might hear when you listen to the podcast. That's one of the things I love about it is it's just like I don't know whatever we want to talk about.
And if you're bored with your friends, we have a game on the show. You can drink along with us every time we say "hey," you take a drink. We don't abuse it, I promise. But if you guys are on, if it's a Friday night and y'all are bored, hey, tune in, play. Hey, tune in and play with us, man. You'll have a great time, I promise.
I love it. That's great, man. And what's your drink of choice? Is there a drink that you feel like you have to drink when you're watching the show, or when you're recording the show, or just kind of varies?
Well, we used to do we'll test this beer and we'll talk about it. People started getting gluten allergies. It all fell apart. So, usually Topo Chico and a little bourbon, water it down. And, it's like, that's usually the way to go. That's my drink of choice.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. And then
plug us on Twitter at 10 beers with no not zero, or Christian, who's my other buddy, at _WeDrunk. Come follow us, man. We'll talk to you guys. You can always write the show at alcoholicspc@gmail.com. Nice. And we'll keep it anonymous and autonomous. And we will, if you have a drunk story or a cool event, we'll talk about it on the show. And it will be autonomous and anonymous.
Cool. Why is it called autonomous? Why Alcoholics Autonomous?
I don't know. We're independent. We're an independent state that governs itself, man.
I love it. I love it. Cool, man. And then you said writing and creating and stuff is your passion. Why do you think that is? Like, what got you into kind of the creative life?
Oh man, I don't know. It started, before high school. I always liked to make shit up and write stories, so that was always a big thing for me. And it just got worse and worse and worse and worse. I drift off from time to time, but I always like to come back to it. And especially now that we've got quarantine and stuff, it's almost like a lot of time. And I almost feel like it's a renaissance period. A lot of people dying. It really sucks. But I think if people use this time to really look and, focus on themselves and take this time, if you can. I know people got kids and shit. I'm one of the lucky ones. I just have a dog, it works out.
That's a kid, man. You care for it. You have to keep that in mind. Yeah. If it dies, it's your fault.
I'll tell you one thing, there's dog hair all over my goddamn house.
You know what you could use? You could use a mugshot. Back to our show, our game. We're coming up with a product called, I don't know what it's called. Tentatively, the idea was mugshot. But then we came up with these little robots that walk around your house and clean up your house for you. Yes. It's fun for the whole family. Your kids can name them. There you go. Furby Roombas concept.
Roombas.
Furboombas. So they do they clean your house for you. Who would not want to buy this?
Ladies and gentlemen, they clean your house. They educate your children. They do it all. And then you get to take a breather. You get to hang out and listen to Alcoholics Autonomous and take your time doing all the things that you do with your life. No, it's great. So now when we start the cartoon, what's the premise, or what's the premise of the cartoon? Is it that they're cleaning? Is it that they're like? I think they're Roombas. I think their base should be like they're cleaning, and then maybe what if we had a short circuit concept? Okay. That could be one. You remember Johnny Five?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He gets struck by lightning.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then he does his little adventure. So maybe we've got we're in a science lab and we've got the Furbies, right? And one gets water spilled on it, and then maybe we've got another one and it gets radiation, right? So now the radiation gets this completely opposite result, on the other Furby, and he just goes bad, right? But the one that got water, he goes more Johnny Five route. And then they figure out, oh my God, we can replicate. So this one like starts unleashing all this radiation on all the other little Furbitrons, and then this one goes on, right? And now we've got like this Transformer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. So there's like a good team and a bad team, like G.I. Joe and what's their face on the other side.
Yeah, because I'm always gonna want to lean Autobot Decepticon or G.I. Joe Cobra.
Yeah.
Because that seems fun to me.
It's good to have like a force of good and a force of evil, because kids want to know what the force of good and the force of evil is. So maybe like one of them gets. I like this idea Eric had about the fighting bacteria. Maybe the bacteria could infect one of them, and so we could definitely do like a kind of version where that's the bad side, is all like the dirty. Like it's just like, what's his name, Pigpen? It's just a Frumba, but he's like got like a cloud of dust around him all the time, and so he's just like cloud of dust. And then the other guy, he's just like, hey, I gotta eradicate this motherfucker. I gotta like clean this up. And so like totally, like it's like a Captain America type situation or Captain Planet, not Captain America, Captain Planet type, where it's maybe there's like a team.
Now we're teaching a lesson.
There you go. And so like maybe there's a team of them, right? Like you said, where so each one of them has a specific thing that they're doing, because hey, you can customize them. One of them mops, one of them sweeps. So like the sweeping one goes first, and then the mopping one comes right behind him and like mops up, right? Meanwhile, karaoke one is over there making the music.
He's winning the hearts of Americans everywhere, dude. He goes on American Idol, right? Like he's
got a feeling,
yeah. He gets way too big an ego. They got to bring him back down a notch.
Yeah, because once you make it real big in K-pop, let me tell you something. I think that's good, man. I mean, it gives you like a lot of different fun stuff that they can do. Like he's even like, what was Muppet Babies even about, right? Like it was just like them hanging out in the playpen. Like it was just like hanging out. So we could definitely have more than that. Like each one, they're dealing with different things. They're cleaning up different areas of things. Totally, like a Magic School Bus.
School Bus would be cool.
So they could definitely have like different things that each one is teaching, like each episode, it's like sharing is one episode, right? And so like they have to figure out how to coexist with each other and be friends. And then like you said, like if one of them has like a really bad ego, or like he starts becoming like kind of a douchebag, maybe we won't say that in the kids show.
Tron, what are you doing?
Yeah, totally. And so like we have to teach him like, hey, you can't be an asshole. Listen.
Don't be an asshole, kids.
So that's a lesson. So yeah, basically each one could be its own kind of different themes, different messages for the kids.
Like the Care Bears.
Totally. And then in between, we could have like these little short segments where we talk about letters and animals. They do that on Sesame Street, huh? I mean, that's okay. Everything's been done. We're just doing it our own way with these weird robots that clean up after you. I think that's great. And so we have this whole situation going with all of these little robot babies, or they don't have to be babies, I guess. I just made them babies because I'm Muppet Babies. But these little robots that clean up and do all this stuff. Now we've made a TV show out of it. And then what would be the film? Is it like on a grander scale? Is it like
a grander scale?
Yeah. So, what would that be? That would be more of like.
We've been introducing, if we're doing it in that route, if we're introducing like Sweepytron, Moppytron, Doucheytron,
Karaoke-tron. He's only douchey for one episode.
Smokatron.
Yeah, and Incense-tron.
Bongatron. Man,
that's even better.
Combined to like a Voltron, like
I like that. So hold on one second. So what if instead of it just being a Roomba that does it on its own, it's like an RC car?
Okay.
RC. So it's like an RC car, so that your kids have to be involved in it. Otherwise, it's just he just wanders around on his own. But if you do it radio controlled by a child, then the kid actually has to like do something, right? Then the kid is a part of the process rather than just like a viewer, a voyeur. in the process.
Oh, yeah. It's like watching that. Ooh, look at that. Look at him go, man.
So instead, if they're like part of the process, right? Like it's like, oh, hey, could you you want to play with your toys? Yeah, here, play with this toy. Here's the controller. Have fun. And so then the kid is just like, sweet.
You can just like put it on your phone, and you can be like, do, like how like kind of like how the drones are.
Oh yeah,
the drones are controlled like this or whatever. You could probably come up with an app like that would work just fine.
That's really good.
That would work.
Yeah, that's great. So if it's more of like a actually controlled by a human type situation, I think that's
got to be the movie though. We bring the kid into the movie, like
Lego movie.
Okay, like Lego movie, yeah. And he's got to help. Alert. They got to help save the human race. That's got to be number one.
Yeah.
The kid has to be an integral part of it.
Yeah.
And the kid befriends, the Furbitrons. The Furbitrons bring him into their tribe. Maybe humans have like extradited them. They're not like they've been banished for cleaning too good. Corporate America is like, whoa. You guys are out. They get 86th. Yeah, and then this kid gets lost on his summer vacay and he finds the Furbitrons and it's like, man, there's this crisis alert. And then they have to go save the world. They have to save the planet because corporate America is over here pumping out, radioactive, whatever you want to call it.
Totally. And maybe there is one that's a drone, and he like flies around, and he cleans up all the toxic waste in the air and stuff, all the pollution. No, that's great. That's really
good. They take the other Furbitrons to build. They come together as one, and the kid helps out, and they build like the drone to like help save the planet and like suck up all the smog.
Oh yeah, that's good. No, that's really good.
And then we learn togetherness, Ali.
I love it. And then working together as a team. No, and that's the thing is like when they each work separately, they can only do certain tasks.
Right.
But when they work together, and that's the first time you actually see them all coming together. Yes. That's where it like becomes we can solve the world's problems rather than just problems in a small room or whatever.
Right. One over there, but if we come together, there you go.
Oh, that's good. So if that was the movie is basically like, then we'd have to figure out a way for them to all come together. So it would be like, what, like the kid? Maybe there's a scientist kid.
Okay, yeah.
He learns how to live among the Frumbas and falls in love with one lady or a guy Frumbas and then becomes one. That is Avatar in a nutshell.
He becomes
that's good. So if he ends up
feels like that 30 Rock episode was like, we built the Pontiac Sunbird or whatever. Or they try to build that microwave and they put wheels on it. It's like, bigger, we'll make it bigger. And then it's like, we built a Pontiac Aztec.
No, and hey, again, the same ideas are done over and over. We're literally just taking the things that we like from other things. We're putting them all together because then they all come together into like a Megazord situation. Yes. And then they fight like the big bacteria monster or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that's good. Then it would be like a nice like all the stuff that like we can't have to deal with these things. We have to deal with global warming. Like maybe that's the big battle. I mean, again, this is a very
global warming,
very Captain Planet. But yeah, like it's like the small version of it would be inside the house, like dealing with maybe there's I mean, I don't know what the pollution in the air of the apartment would be or the house, but
I don't know either.
But yeah, but it's that. It's the
my mom always smokes in the house.
Totally. Oh my god, that's great. And that's a lesson for the adults. Like, hey, don't smoke when you got kids in the house. But yeah, no, it's definitely that where we just fold in all of these like messages and lessons and have all this fun with
it's there.
It's good. I think it's really good. I mean, I think we definitely need to come up with a name for these guys, a proper one.
Okay.
That doesn't infringe on any copyrights, because we can't just take all their names. So
Furbatron. I mean, it's not a Furby, and it's picking up dog hair, so it's fur. I don't know.
That's true.
Although I think we need a better name. I agree with you.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an amazing name because
maybe RC could come up with one.
Yeah, maybe because it is RC controlled.
Right.
So, I mean, it would be anybody got any ideas for what we could call these things that doesn't infringe on any copyrights? That's our big thing. We can't be taking Furbies and selling them as something else. And I mean, we can't call it Froombas because we're taking a Roomba. Roomba's gonna sue us so fast.
Like they're already working on a season.
Yeah, they're like one of the 8 people watching this is like whistleblowing us right now.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, he says there can be a warning sign like Roomba can yell out, "I'm dying. The smoke is killing my little lungs. Why do you hate me?" That's really good. Yeah. But it's like somebody.
Why do you hate me?
It's Justin Timberlake says that, right?
RC Furbs.
But yeah, I mean, it's basically just it's coming up with something that we can. What's marketable? What sells? Sex sells.
Sex.
They say that.
Well.
Is that okay? Is that too much?
Who are we marketing this toward?
Parents and kids.
Okay.
So maybe it's some sort of double entendre.
Okay, I like that. That I do like because even like some of the Disney movies, they always sneak in like a couple, and I think that's important.
Yeah, because then even the kids, even the adults can be like, I see what they did there.
Yeah.
None of my ideas were good. So
come on, man. It's fucking great.
It's true. It can't be any of those things. I mean, those things don't match what we've created. Furbots.
Does it have to be fur? I mean, if we want to sell it as a vacuum thing.
I mean, but all of them don't.
Suckatron.
Suckatron. I love it.
I don't know, man. Wish. You see those fucking ads from Wish, right?
Oh, yeah.
The other day I was on Wish, and Wish tried to sell me something that looked like a Suckatron, and I was like, "Whoa, Wish, you're going too far, bro."
Okay,
I don't know what this is.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely something we can think on more of the title. How would you market it? Is it like an 80s commercial?
The Furlandians.
That's pretty good.
This is the way. The Fertilorians.
Yeah, this is the way. Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely like a kind of we're at an impasse. What would be the marketing? It would be like 80s style. Like, we're aiming for that kind of like vibe?
Well, I mean, the 80s, we're all in our 30s now. A lot of us have kids, so I think we're kind of leaning. That's the way I would go.
Yeah, and then you could definitely sell it to the adults,
the kids,
very easily,
and the adults. Was the Suckatron a good deal? I don't know. I didn't click on it, Grant.
Hell yeah.
I should have. I'll send you the link, dude. You hit me up on Facebook. I'll send you the link.
I mean, it's on Wish, so it has to be a good deal.
It's
the only thing is, the only thing is it going to be what it promises to deliver? That's the only question with Wish sometimes. But sometimes Wish, they'll be like, "This great deal, $19," and then you get it, and it's like falling apart, or half of it's missing, so no, I mean, and I think this is definitely geared towards the adults that were kind of the 80s kids, right, that have watched all these cartoons. So the cartoon is done in that style.
It's already in our brains to go out and buy shit.
Yeah. And so it's done in that animated style of like the 80s, 90s cartoons.
Yeah.
Where it's like kind of lo-fi.
Because little kids need more like in your face than we did, because attention spans aren't what they used to be.
What is that about? I don't understand that. So
I don't get it, man.
You think you could put down a kid and not put him down, but like you could sit down a kid and have him watch. Just have the shiv like, okay. So no, the kid. So you could sit down a kid and put on like Muppet Babies or any of the shows we watch, G.I. Joe, Captain Planet, and they wouldn't get into it. You think?
No, I think they would. I don't know about like the 80s move. The 80s cartoons move a little slower than they do now. There's a lot more like cuts and stuff with like children's.
I see what you're saying.
Shows.
Yeah.
Herbie.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, but that done in that animated style, maybe poppier colors, quick cuts. That was actually, one of my ideas was quick hits. So, hey, sure.
Quick hits.
So yeah, we could, it's just like seizure causing cartoon that just like keeps flashing, and the kid's just like, I want to buy it. Yeah. Whatever keeps the kids busy.
Buy this, and we'll stop showing the commercial. In your
exactly. Yeah. Sell you more Suckatrons.
Yes.
So that's good. I mean, and then in terms of like,
don't be a sucky parent. Get the Suckatron.
There you go. Yeah. No, I mean, and that's the thing is like it's make the parents feel bad for not buying it for their kids.
Yes,
too.
guilt trip the hell out of them.
Totally use it as guilt trip.
Yes.
And then when we all the things that we like, when the music can go a little old school. Things are like from the 80s and 90s are coming back anyway. So maybe everything has like a more like 8-bit kind of feel, or like a little bit more like, that music when we were kids, we used to watch TV shows and had like a little bit more simple music than things nowadays. They have like all the full orchestras on a cartoon, where it's like, you don't need that. You just need like a guy and a fucking just like on a I don't know, a keyboard. I don't know, like a xylophone, whatever. Like, yeah, totally. Like we get our friend Jesse to just spin on the ones and twos,
or Chang on the guitar.
There you go, Chang on the guitar. So yeah, I mean, we definitely have I think we have a solid product, and we could put them everywhere. We could even have one that
Suckatron.
Yeah, totally. We could have one that's like goes in the tub with them, and they like it's able to get wet. It's like a boat, and so but it like filters the water because everything's got to be like super clean these days.
Clean.
Like even that one, like there's one that like cleans
we do need a catchy jingle.
Oh, I'm not in the. I don't write jingles.
Okay.
I mean, we could write jingles, sure. I mean, we have to have a jingle, of course, and we have to have something that like it's so catchy that like you cannot get it out of your head. Like it has to be that catchy. So we have to hire one of those people that that like creates that vibe. Like that more like the money making vibe. Maybe we can get Justin Robbins that did our theme song, because our theme song can. Oh yeah. What is it? It slaps. It slaps.
It slaps.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
I didn't know you guys had your own. You had a guy do your own theme song. That's awesome.
Yeah, our friend Justin, not you, the other guy, Justin Robbins, Tim DeVille wrote the theme song for us, and it was. I think he had done it for a song for himself, and then he was like, "I don't like this," and so I was like, "Hey, anything you don't like?" And he was like, "Here." No, I think it was. I just don't know what to do with it. Is what he said. He was like, "It feels like a jingle for something," and I was like, "Yeah, it sounds like a jingle for ideaPRTY." Is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's
I'll
great.
Tell you what it sounds like.
It sounds like I'm going to use it every week for the next couple of years. But no, I think we can get somebody to come in and just write this pop and jingle, and get Justin Timberlake to lay down some vocals for it.
Yeah, some fat vocals, man.
Yeah, that's great. Or if we can't afford, I love it. Feel It Coming from The Weeknd. I love it. Or we could get maybe if we can't for the first round, if we can't afford Justin Timberlake, maybe we get like one of the other guys from NSYNC. We get one to come in and record
those guys
something.
Need money.
I don't know what those guys are up to these days.
Yeah, no one knows.
I mean, every once in a while,
they're doing.
Nobody knows. They're not even sure what they're up to. No. So we could get one of those guys to come in and do some vocals for us.
Do a little jingle.
Create a little jingle.
We probably need like an origin. Well, no.
Yes,
an origin
that's the movie. Okay, so the whole time somebody had mentioned it a little while ago that we have. Hold on one second. I'm scrolling up.
Something of like Transformers, and they.
No, it's not that one. Hold on. It's this. The movie is about when they first came to the planet and coexisted with humans. So there's this whole backstory that's told like one of those like mythic kind of voiceovers.
Wait, did humans enslave them and make them clean for them?
That's a little messed up, huh? It's a little messed up, but I think it works. I mean, that's what happens.
Green light.
Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, we're not making things up. This is
it ends on a total down.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the sequel comes out, part 2, Suckatron
returns.
Suckatron strikes back. Suckatron sucks back.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. And then
From suck to blow.
Yeah, and then we could just do the whole like Fast and Furious thing where we just start using the same words
every other weekend.
And then just like the same few words recycled in different ways, like Too Fast, Too Furious, 3 Furious, 4 Furious, and
we're
4,
not even
4,
trying anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Or like and then we could definitely like each one could be voiced by somebody. They domesticated them. I like it. We're not enslaving them.
They're domesticated.
They're like your dog, like they're pets. They're pets.
Yeah.
So I think like we definitely do have like a whole series. I think you do the cartoon where it's just like these little adventures, whatever, and then once we have all the people that we know will go to the movies to watch this, honestly, probably going to be the highest grossing movie of all time. Then you most likely. Sorry, Avengers Endgame. You don't have the star power of Suckatron. We're going to get the biggest stars in the world. We'll have the Rock voice one. We'll have who else? Yeah. Who's making money right now?
Well, we could have Jason Statham voice one.
There you go. That's good. Right. Action Suckatron. He just like swings around your house and deals with spiders in different corners of your house. You're just like yeah, that's good.
I caught a tarantula, but then he releases it outside.
Yeah, exactly. Safely. And then no, that's really good. And then we have like all these different like superstars. Whoever the biggest movie stars and we gotta
have Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Of course, no, he's got to. If not like the main one, he's got to be the bad guy.
We should probably take most of the cast from Jumanji.
Oh yeah, no, they're great together.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely have to.
Kevin Hart, Jack Black.
Yeah, they're all good. They're all good. And then even we got to get Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the newest one?
Well, no, I was thinking of the quarantine episode from Always Sunny, where he's like clean. That'd be a perfect Suckatron. Dude.
Oh yeah, that's great. He just squirms around your house, purifying stuff.
The Purell slug.
Yeah, no, that's really good. And then he like
he's the mop. Danny DeVito's the mop.
Yes, but it's just like it when you move it just like squirms. It's like a slug like this.
Yeah.
No, that's good. And then we definitely have to have like anything that we can think of. We have to come up with like however we can have it control. So even if like that Jason Statham one, he just has like a little gun, and you just have to like walk around and then be like, and he shoots the spider down and like a little net of something, and then you put it outside. It's great. It's really good. Yeah, Chris Rock could definitely be in it
for sure.
And we have several returns, and we have a lot of different names for movies already. We have Returns, Strikes Back, Awakens, Sucks Back, Turbo.
I mean, obviously, this is going to be a trilogy at least.
At least
it'll probably become more popular than Star Wars at some point.
At least, of course. Oh yeah, no, I mean, and we could probably even get somebody like JJ to come in and direct the movie.
Maybe.
I mean, is it live action or is it?
Oh, that's a good point.
Is it animated, but like 3D animated? Because the cartoon is going to be real garbage animated. Is the movie a step up at least?
It has to be, right?
Yeah. Or it has to. Maybe it's like, maybe not Pixar, but in that like knockoff Pixar kind of world.
Knockoff Pixar.
DreamWorks. Like that kind of,
I mean, it could be like, that's cool.
Like that vibe, where it's like.
Like cars.
Or like planes, not cars, because cars was animated well, but like planes where it's like.
I never saw planes, so.
It's just like adjacent. It's good adjacent.
Okay, good adjacent.
It's like, because, I mean, honestly, like, no, but we want it to be, we'll have James Cameron come in and direct it and make the biggest movie of all time.
Yes.
Or the Russo brothers.
The Russo brothers would be
once they're done with the Community movie, they can come in and do this.
They're going to be perfect. Like, Marvel, I'm doing this shit. Suckatron is where it's at.
Oh, I love it. JJ for the first film, have someone else finish the trilogy.
Yeah,
because that works.
Great agreement with that.
He'll build the world and then he'll leave. Yeah, no, that's great. But
bye, JJ.
Yeah, and then we'll have hey, he's all right. He just comes in and creates really cool stuff, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna get lost, and then he leaves. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, no, I think definitely like we come up with a good range of different people to come in and direct it for movies, and even the TV, like even TV can be like, we get like some crazy animators to come in, like even like Dan Harmon could come in and do it because he's obviously been killing it with all the stuff he's been doing with the newest episodes of Rick and Morty. Been awesome.
Where are you watching those at? Are they on YouTube or Adult Swim? Because they're not on Hulu yet. I haven't watched them yet.
No, they're not on Hulu yet. I've been watching them illegally somewhere, but I don't know where because one of our 8 viewers might be a whistleblower.
You never know, man. Don't give away your secrets.
Never know. I'll send you a link later. But yeah, no, the Russo brothers for the entire trilogy. Hell yes, they rock. I'm in. You didn't make me mad. What do you mean? You didn't make me mad, Grandson. You're my boy. You're good.
It's because the JJ finisher thing.
Oh no, I get it. No, dude, it's true. He doesn't. But he's really good. What he's really good at. He's really good at like being like, hey, but that's what happened. Like even when he like Star Trek, he was like, hey, I made a mistake. I liked lens flares a lot, so I did a lot of them. I apologize. He even apologized for it. So. Yeah. Hey, he's one of those that like learns from his mistakes.
You got to pivot with JJ. Like Star Trek, you can go back and watch it and turn it into a drinking game on lens flares. But be careful. Make sure you don't have to drive later.
David Fincher, I love it.
I like David
Fincher to come in. We'll get like one directed by what's his face from Aladdin. What does he do? What's his name? No, I'm just kidding. No. Well, I mean, Guy Ritchie directed Aladdin. I don't know if you knew that. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
When that was announced, I was like, "What is happening?"
I did not know he did that.
But yeah, I'm not Furious 11. Is that what they're on now? Jeez, holy crap!
I mean, it could just be called The Furious, and then we could like totally ride the coattails.
It's got furry right in the name.
Furious 11.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's 11 of them, and they're furious. The Furious 11. Oh, that's so good. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's good.
So, and pictures of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Right?
It's like all the Expendables. Every single Expendable.
None of them will be in the cartoon.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Oh, man. I think we're on to some really good stuff. I don't think we should spoil the endings for anybody. I think we should wrap this up.
Do a circle deal. Circle story. The circle story.
Oh, we'll go sit down and do the story circle right now.
Play with that. It's fun.
Oh, it's good. Oh, it's really good. If you guys don't know what the story circle is, Dan Harmon created a story circle where you go in and like if you watch any movie and you look at his story circle, everything follows the same format. And so, I mean, we're basically making everything we've just talked about, but our version of it. And we'll use Dan Harmon's story circle. Hell yeah, I love it. Cool. I mean, I think. It's been awesome having you, Justin. Thank you so much for dropping by. We will throw this thing on, and this is your podcast, Alcoholics Autonomous. You can find a few different places. I think it's on Spotify. Is that right? And you can find it on Google. That's also good. You
can find us on Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud, and we're on Apple Tunes, podcast, iTunes,
everywhere. And they're awesome, and you should definitely check it out. Follow them on Facebook and Twitter.
And I'm also doing VO work. If you guys ever need a voiceover for an audiobook or any kind of video game or whatever have you can always find me at if you pop that up there, I'll leave Justin_Reighard at yahoo.com.
I don't have that. Oh yeah, I do.
There you go.
Oops. Yeah, no, that we'll. I mean, hopefully, you do have one of those voices that definitely could be the trailer voice for this Furious 11. So we can definitely we'll call you when it's time to make that happen, man.
On some grand planet.
from Planet Suckatron.
Planet Suckatron.
But yeah, it's been awesome having you, and
cool, man.
Hopefully we'll have you guys have you on again, or have us on your show or whatever you want to do.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Run me through how you guys kind of did this live thing, which you all did a great job of pivoting and doing this during this time.
Man, it's weird. I mean, we're so used to like cutting out all our garbage that this time we're like, what do we do? So yeah, it's been very interesting rolling with the live of it all. But yeah, we'll definitely share some info with you guys, and hopefully we can learn from you guys. You always have like clean audio, and you seem like you're having a great time. So
yeah, most of the time.
But yeah, hopefully we'll have you on again soon, and otherwise we'll hang out on the web again, I'm sure.
Yes.
And man, keep up everything you're doing, and keep killing it.
Yeah, call me soon. Let's talk. And thanks for having us on the show, guys. Appreciate it.
Course, this has been the ideaPRTY podcast. You can find us here at ideaPRTYpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and all that other good stuff. Feel free to call us at 661-488-PARTY, PRTY. That's 7789. And you can leave us a message, and we might play it live on one of our shows. Justin, you should call right now.
A phone number?
We have a phone number. It's a Google voice.
Get a phone number.
They have those now. Phones.
We're getting a phone.
We're getting a phone.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. We've had a few people call in, leave little voicemails and stuff. You can leave us suggestions like, hey, don't suck so much. You can also leave us any impressions. If you guys do impressions, if you have a cool voice, like Justin here, and here. And otherwise, tune in next week for another live episode of the ideaPRTY podcast. Thanks, guys.
We'll be watching, man.
Thank you. See you soon, man.
Cool, buddy.
Hey, yeah, we did.
Hey.
Time again and again. We have any other comments before we go? No, that's it.
Cool, man.
Bunch of stuff.
That was good, dude.
Yeah, man, it's been good. We'll see you guys next time. See ya.
Pretty cool. Oh.